Gurganeshābhyām Namaha. What is Prashna Shastra? Prashna Shastra or Prashna Marga is very much part of classical astrology. Prashna means Jitnyasa. You want to know about something. So you go to a Daivatnya. We have already seen that there is a difference between an astrologer and a Daivatnya. An astrologer is like a chemist. A Daivatnya is like a doctor. The level of understanding of both are different. ज्योतिषशास्त्र विदग्धो गणितपटुः वृत्तवान् च सत्यवचः विनयी वेदाध्यायी ग्रह यजनपरश्च भवति दैवज्ञः. Qualities needed in both are also different. An astrologer is a ज्योतिषशास्त्र विदग्धः, an expert in astrology. At least this is what is expected out of an astrologer. In addition to that, if he is also a good mathematician, his character is blemishless, his knowledge of current affairs is up to date, he is honest, he is humble, he has knowledge of Vedas, he is a worshipper of the planets, he considers planets as gods, not just markers of future, then he becomes eligible to be called a Daivatnya. Prashna Shastra is handled by Daivatnyas, not astrologers. Another comparison, a bypass surgery is done by a cardiac surgeon, not by a doctor who is just MBBS. The surgeon has learned more, both are doctors, but the surgeon is more learned, more experienced. I am not referring to quacks who are there in every field. Even among real, genuine astrologers, the skill level required to handle Prashna is different. Prashna is essentially a question. You go to an astrologer, show your horoscope and say, please tell me what is in store for me. He will look at the various planetary combinations, the periods current and ahead, and will give you an overall picture of how life ahead is going to be like for you. This is prediction. Some of them may turn out to be correct, some of them may not happen also. If someone says I am 100% correct or that he is always on the dot, whatever he says always comes true, then don't believe. The Shastra cautions the astrologer, don't throw challenges like if this doesn't happen, then I will remove my Yajñopavita and throw it away. The Shastra says, then the only likely thing to happen is that you will end up losing your Yajñopavita, meaning lose your status. Why does the Shastra say so? Because then he is not a good astrologer. A good astrologer will never say that. And a bad astrologer will not make good predictions. This is not what this Shastra is meant to be. It is an overall guidance about certain factors that influence your life, which may not be immediately visible to you. You get a stomachache. You wonder why this has happened. You will go to a doctor and he will run tests and say that you have an E. coli infection. You can't find this out yourself, unless of course you are a health practitioner yourself. The doctor has this knowledge. He has been taught this knowledge. He has learned this knowledge. He has been trained in this knowledge. Only he knows that there is a bacteria called E. coli. He only knows what they look like, how to identify them. Like this, the astrologer knows how karma works, which you may not know. This is what an astrologer does. This is what he should do. An astrological consultation gives you an overall picture of your life ahead. A prashna is always about a particular issue. There cannot be a Prashna consultation without a specific issue. In Prashna, you are bringing one particular issue under a microscope. So if you ask a Daivatnya, will this present health issue of mine get resolved? He will not tell you how much money you will earn in the next 10 years. It is always issue specific. There is something about the Prashna or the specific issue which is very similar to a childbirth. A question or a Jitnyasa comes to your mind about a particular thing. Will I pass this exam? When will I get a promotion? Will I ever get married? This question coming to your mind for the first time is very similar to conception, impregnation. The fetus coming into the mother's womb. Then what happens in the case of a fetus? It goes through a period of pregnancy. Depending on the species, it can be a few weeks, a few months. During pregnancy, the fetus grows, develops. It develops organs and features. In the same way, the dimensions of your question also grows and changes. Then at the right time, the child is delivered into the world. In the same way, the question is also delivered to the Daivatnya. Just like the child comes out of the womb into the world, the question or Prashna also comes out of the mind of the questioner into the open. How do we see the future of the child? By casting a horoscope or seeing the planetary positions at the time of birth. In the same way, if you see the planetary positions at the time of delivery of the question, then you will get an idea about the future of the issue to which that question pertains. One simple principle, if the question is asked to the Daivatnya at an auspicious time, then the outcome also will be good. If it is asked during a bad time, then the outcome also will be unfavorable. But it has to be spontaneous. The time of delivery cannot be chosen based on the principles of Muhurta Shastra. Neither the questioner nor the Daivajna should do that. Then it is not spontaneous. It won't connect to the real outcome. But then Daivajnas also give appointments. Time of asking the question is chosen. You cannot go to them in the midnight, wake them up and ask questions. Then how does it work? As long as you are not trying to select a time based on whether it is auspicious or inauspicious, there shouldn't be any problem. The person that asked the question is at the peak of his anxiety at midnight. But he gets to ask the question only next day at 11 o'clock. So choosing the time of asking the question is not in the hands of neither the questioner nor the Daivajna. Sampreryamanastu avashashariri prasahya Daivena shubhashubhena jyodirvedas sannidhimeti. It is in the hands of the karma of the person who is asking the questions. But as much as possible, don't try to manipulate the time of asking questions. Because then it is like you get a lab report which shows that you have cholesterol. You tell the lab people to manipulate, edit and make it look normal. Then you take it to a doctor and show him. He will say you are normal. Does it serve any purpose? So as far as possible, you should allow the question to come out of you at the appropriate time. You should not say, oh, it is Rahu Kala, let me not ask now. Then the spontaneity and connectivity to the real outcome can be affected. Of course, Shastra also specifies that prashna should be or should not be done during certain times. This is for people who have a fair understanding of the subject. It is again like identifying an auspicious muhurta and trying to influence the outcome. This is for people with a fair understanding. This is like discussion between doctors. The language a doctor would use with another doctor and to a layman patient would be different. As layman, let the questions be as spontaneous as possible. Let it be decided by your own karma. Harihi Om.
यज्ञो निःश्रेष्ठतमं कर्म